So the first task for week 9 is to read my morning pages. And yeah, I'm like about 3/4 of the way through. And I mean, I'm like 2/3 of the way through, and I have so much written. And yeah, I think I'm basically supposed to just skim through this, and it says to use 2 colored markers, one to highlight insights, another to highlight actions needed. So I have this green mild liner and then this like yellow golden one. So I'm gonna go in, read through it, highlight everything, and I'm excited, but I'm also nervous because I don't know, like I really did not censor myself when it came to writing down my morning pages. So yeah, I'm kind of scared to read what I've written, but I don't know. I'm excited. We'll see how this goes.
I don't wanna be crazy no more. Every time I think you're gonna walk out of my door, I start to jump to the conclusion you don't love me.
These pens are like out, like they're running out, so I'll grab some different ones.
Where can you just reassure me? I'll end it before it starts. Call it protecting my heart. Hurt disguised as strength, but it self-sabotage my love. Self-sabotage my love. Cause of my own pain. No one's coming to.
Okay, I'm done reading through my morning pages, and oh my god, I spent like an hour trying to skim through this and like highlight and everything. These are some of my notes on what I gathered from reading my morning pages. I complained a lot. A lot about being tired, a lot about going to school, a lot about procrastinating and thinking about like, oh my gosh, like I have so many things to do and I'm like scared and worried and da 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 da. But aside from that, I mostly use them to plan out the day because, you know, it was the morning and the day had just started, and I'll be like, oh, like I need to do this today and here's how I think I'm gonna get it done. And then I also use them to complete some of the reflection tasks for each week. So if in the book, like one of the tasks is to like write a paragraph about, I don't know, insert prompt here, I would use the morning pages as a way to kind of get that out and kind of just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I also had like really messy handwriting when I started doing morning pages, because I noticed that like whenever I would wake up immediately and do them, like my handwriting would be so messy because I just wasn't awake yet. The only times when I could, you know, read my handwriting was when I would do them a couple of hours after waking up and, you know, having had breakfast and like the energy to write and everything. But yeah, overall, I expressed a lot of anxiety and fear. I expressed a desire for community. I talked about being a chronic procrastinator. And then whenever I didn't know what to write, I would end it with affirmations. So let's say like I wrote 2.5 pages and I had half a page left, I would just fill it up with whatever affirmations came to mind or came from the book. Lots of woulds, shoulds, and coulds. I wrote a lot of like, I need to do this, or I would do this, I should do this, I could do this. And I don't know, it was starting to get a little annoying when as I went on with reading through these morning pages. Lots of going through it, especially as a single person and being a late bloomer, but that's a whole nother conversation. And another weird thing is that I had some more like vivid dreams. Not that I didn't have lucid dreams or vivid dreams before doing the artist way, but I noticed that because I would wake up and document whatever things came to mind like right when I woke up, some of that would be whatever I remembered from my dream. And I had a couple of like really weird ones that were so bizarre that like by the time I woke up, like they were still in my memory. Like I could still recall them. Let me know if this is something that you've been seeing or experiencing when it comes to doing morning pages, because I know I'm not the only one. Like I know that vivid dreams and lucid dreams are a thing, and I've heard like a lot of studies about how like if you have like a dream journal or like you journal in the mornings that you're more likely to like remember and recall them. So that was interesting. Okay, even though a lot of my morning pages were me complaining and just repeating the same things over and over again, I found a section from one of my morning pages in September that really kind of just exemplified how this journey has been so far and like the biggest realization that I came to. This was from September 16th. And basically towards the like 1.5 page mark, I wrote this. When it comes to the virtue trap, I find that it can be taken the wrong way because the idea of always showing up for yourself could be taken as only show up for the parts of yourself you like and are comfortable with. I usually take showing up for myself to be about work and personal projects and watching TV and cooking, and not so much about cleaning up my own space, or stretching before bed, or getting cozy and reading a book. I always feed into the routine that I'm already comfortable with, the parts of myself that have always been worked on and nurtured, while avoiding the parts of me I've always ignored or abandoned. Maybe this is also what's keeping me blocked. I'm not actively showing up for the calm, quiet, still part of me that I abandoned long ago. I'm always being ambitious and outspoken and loud, and that was the part of me people responded more positively to. And then I kind of go on to talk about how I was like the quiet kid in school and how that has affected my development and me adapting myself to fit in more with society so that I could make friends and make connections and secure all of these, social needs that I have. And I feel like now this is a part of me that I have to sort of reckon with or accept, because I do still feel like I kind of play into the performance, even, with YouTube and everything. And this isn't to say that like I'm still not like a shy, reserved person. Like I am an introvert at heart. Like I know that's who I am, but I spent so much of like middle school and high school trying to get away from that image that by now in college I'm like, you know what? It's okay. No one cares, and frankly, I shouldn't care. And, of course I'll still get, comments from people being like, oh my god, like you're so quiet, like you're so reserved. And I'm like, yeah, there kind of is no reason for me to be loud and outspoken when I don't need to. I don't think a person is defined by being one thing all the time. And I think now I kind of just have to accept like the different parts of myself and try and take care of all of these different sides of me. And especially, my inner child, and that inner child who was so shy and reserved and soft-spoken. I need to give that child more attention because I haven't really been doing that for the past, I guess, several years. But yeah, that was a very insightful thing that I wrote during my stream of consciousness. Yeah, this was a good exercise. I don't know, I was kind of shocked to read that, but I'm glad I read that section as a result of trying to go through 2/3 of this book, and it took like an hour. God, okay.
because it is more work for me to catch up than to just show up and teach. So,
So bizarre. So like, do you just really slacks off, or like, do you just not get any flu symptoms when you have the flu?
no, I get sick. I just like, I don't know. I'm a freak of nature. Okay. In fact, I always have a moment where I'm like, I can do it. And my husband's like, okay, I want you to imagine. I want you to imagine teaching, and now you have to throw up, and the trash can's in the back of the room. And I'm like, okay, I'll stay home, god damn it. But it usually has to come to that because, I don't know, nations of this word. But then it winds up leading him to further realize.
And people are like, oh wow, look at this thing that I as a man just invented how to do.
Exactly. Where he's like, oh wow, all that stuff that these like male postmodern theorists and artists are now claiming as theirs is actually something that women artists, perhaps since the beginning of time, have been forced to do. Not only understand their own position, but understand positions around them.